one listens to critics, because critics hate everything. Critics only hate everything because movies suck. But movies only suck because no one listens to critics, but no one listens to critics because... Okay, last episode was just me pouring out my heart and soul, and the episode before that was really politically fueled. So this time we're gonna talk about something more fun. Handling criticism of your art. Oh, that sounds fun. Yeah, okay, this definitely seems like a heavy subject. But as long as I've got Hollywood on the line, this is something we need to talk about. Really, I'm gonna have to come at this from 3 different angles. One for filmmakers, one for critics, and one for film viewers. First off, filmmakers. The ones this show is aimed at. Stop ignoring critics. Somehow filmmakers have gotten the idea that critics are this evil entity who only want to tear them down. That they just hate everything regardless. Let me tell you, if someone hates everything you do without giving it a fair chance, the person is not a critic. That person is a hater. Critics want to see you succeed. Yes, they're going to tell you a lot of negative things about your work, but they do that so in the future you can improve. The hater totally wants to see you fail and will write off anything you do as a failure. I think your biggest problem is you ignore perfectly good criticism because you think the critic just didn't get it. Dude, you just didn't get it is the filmmaker equivalent of girls don't want to date nice guys. And yes, there are films critics just didn't understand, but they are the extremely rare exception. Talking movies like The Thing or The Shining, or Boondocks Saints, which apparently holds the record for biggest disparity between critics and audience scores on Rotten Tomatoes. Seriously, critics 20%? What are you thinking? But again, you are not David Fincher, and your movie is not Fight Club. Unless you are David Fincher, in which case, hello, Mr. Fincher, I'm a big fan. I especially liked your work on Fight Club. I know I kind of sound like a dick saying that, but if a critic makes a good point, you should at least take what they say into consideration. Because there's obviously a huge difference between critics not understanding something intelligent like a John Carpenter film, and say, not understanding an M. Night Shyamalan film. Which I think is a perfect transition into why you should listen to critics. It seems to me, M. Night spent years not listening to critics, even going so far as to make one of them an antagonistic character in Lady in the Water. You know, that was really clever of you. Oops, sorry, I didn't write clever. I meant to say petty. But with the release of his last movie, The Visit, it seems he's actually listening to the masses. Now, The Visit isn't brilliant or anything, but it's definitely his best film since... Oh, I liked Unbreakable. So what changed? Well, Shyamalan's movies fall under a lot of criticism because the acting and dialogue is stilted and awkward. In The Visit, that awkwardness is there, but it feeds into the tone of the film. You see the difference? When he didn't listen to the critics, we got the uncomfortable and nigh unwatchable Lady in the Water. But after listening to the critics, we got the film that played to his weaknesses and made them the film's strengths. That's what film criticism is about. And now, to the critics. Stop being haters! I'm assuming this is a vast minority of you, but the stereotype had to come from somewhere. Besides, 80% of you didn't like Boondocks Saints. What's 80% of you guys' problems? Let's take, for example, Hotel Transylvania. Not the best movie, but significantly better than any of the other movies Adam Sandler has made recently. So, when you shit all over it for just being an Adam Sandler movie, there's no reason for Adam Sandler to assume that the movies that he make that are terrible deserved to be shit all over. Or is it shat all over? Don't you see? You're not making Adam Sandler or Michael Bay any better. You're teaching them that no matter what they do, you're going to hate them. Thus, there's no incentive to get any better. They're going to stop listening to you, which is the opposite of what they need to be doing. And this isn't to say you shouldn't hate a director or actor if everything they do is terrible, as long as you can justify it. I hate every one of Friedberg and Seltzer's movies, at least the few that I've seen, but I can explain why I hate every single one of them. If your reason for hating a movie is just, oh, Michael Bay is a stupid director, you're clearly in the wrong. And finally, viewers. The people I have the least to say about. First, don't let critics bother you. If you like a movie they don't, or don't like a movie they do, don't get angry and stereotype them all as pretentious haters. On the flip side, stop using critics' scores to justify why a movie is good or not. It's fine to agree with something a critic said specifically and use that as an argument, but stop acting like because a critic gave a movie a certain number, that automatically makes it good or bad. Arguing why you do or don't like a movie should require some thought. Okay, sorry, use the T word. I see now why you guys prefer the easy to digest number. Anyways, that's my threefold message to filmmakers, film critics, and film viewers. Well, that's the episode on film criticism. Thanks for sticking to the end, guys. Just be sure to watch all of my videos. Leave me some criticism down in the comments, and be sure to share this with all your friends, especially your friends who are filmmakers, film critics, or film viewers. And I really hope you enjoy your weeks. See you later.